party people!
Welcome back to another tour of the Nation of the Republic. Today we're going to be touring Dune Town. La, 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 la. So since our last tour, where I basically skipped through, I forgot what it's called, Kings Creek Ranch, nothing happened. But here we are in Dune Town. This is probably the fourth city that I made. It's very split in design, so this whole section, northern side of Dune Town, is supposed to be like a cowboy town, whereas we'll see later, the southern half of Dune Town is supposed to be like a desert resort, if that makes sense, maybe. So here we got the salon, it's kind of cool, and then you go upstairs into the bedrooms, and whatever happens there is not my business. So let's go head out. And then right here is supposed to be like a mine, so in there, here and there you'll see just mine carts and stuff. So off in the distance you can see the Dune Town sign over there. Cool. You know, I think I really need to script these videos. So here we got the general store, which is just your usual supplies. And then if you go upstairs, it's just a little apartment where the shop owner lives. We'll see that in a second. There we go. Kind of a small space here we got. Now the ceiling's not too high, so I couldn't put that plant on a table, so ignore that. Nice little view. Kind of too close to the bank for my taste, but it was... We got the bank, rows of gold, and chests. So we go out. Here we are in the main... I don't know how if there's a word for it. The mall of Dune Town. And then on your left we got here is the saloon. Oh, it's a bigger saloon. And you know what? I just realized I said salon instead of saloon in the previous one. My bad. And then this is like the little bar area. You can serve drinks too. And that's what the pots there are for. Yeah, it's cool. Very spacious. Okay, so let's go tour the sheriff's office. This is supposed to be a very small, confined space. So you got the beds and stuff on top. Here we got the mayor's office, or like the townhouse almost. No, townhouse? What am I saying? It's supposed to be like the town hall. And the inspiration for that building inside was for like Animal Crossing New Leaf. You remember how they had the mayor's office with the front being blocked off, and then you had the mayor's desk in the back? Basically how it is. Here is the church, and on the sides of it we got graveyards. And I think it might look better with this podium. Yeah, it looks a lot better. A little bit more appropriate scenery. And then right here is just a nice little how would you say it? Higher view of the mall. And I'll just show you the graveyards right here. I just paired them with heads so that you know they're graves. And then here is what I call Diamond Valley, which is the desert resort kind of theme. And really, this is where you get like a mix of like, is this really the desert or not? But the architecture is supposed to remind you that you are in a desert, and the climate too, which is out of my control. So those are offices. This is the library. inside, and then you're taken away by rows of books. And then here's the fireplace. This is supposed to be like the seating area where you could read. So is the second floor. In reality, for me, those would be chef's tables, and this would be just a sofa. Dragon heads at the top of the pillars. And then we got a restaurant here. Inside, the ceiling actually is made with leaves, and then fences going underneath it. So that was a cool architectural technique I use sometimes. In Victoria Harbor, which is another city that I built, I did the same design. And this city, or Dune Town, came after the South region, which we'll tour probably in 1,000 episodes later. I cannot speak tonight, can I? No. Here's the clothing store. It's in repair, so we're gonna ignore it. And then here we got the entryway to a modern house. And what a lot of times you'll see, especially in because I've been to Phoenix before, is that certain houses feel like they're just plopped without consideration of the surrounding landscape. So that's kind of what I tried to achieve here, because the white on brown sand doesn't really connect well, at least in my opinion. And then here we got just another one that's supposed to stand out and doesn't take its space into consideration, but the design is very nice, using purple and quartz and birch trees. Now here is a house that uses the natural landscape very well to blend in and remind residents that they are somewhere special, or like somewhere deserty, I guess is the term. And so then over here on your left is the grocery store. Now unlike Lyran City, this one's a little bit less characterized with like images of fruit and different types of food you can get. So it's supposed to be more of like a smaller boutique grocery store. And then we got Starbucks here, but I changed the name to something like West Cafe. That way it's still in theme with the desert. Ooh, I am breathing into the mic a lot. I probably shouldn't do that because you can hear it, but oh well. So, on the left here, across the street from the cafe, is my house. Well, one of the houses I designed so that they can be used as a model. We'll just take a quick tour of that. You can probably skip through if you don't want to see inside, but it takes advantage of the space, I think. Especially since these are very confined. Cool. Going downstairs now. Just to the living room here, and then in the other back area is the bedroom. Remember how I do that a lot? Breaking the door. Shower. Then let's go outside. And outside of this house is the beach. So it's kind of cool. And then the rest of the houses are modeled like that. So what I really wanted to do was give homeowners a backyard and a front yard, which unlike Lyran City and Shawl City, you don't really get much of. And that's kind of the goal with those cities. And here's just the hotel. Concierge. And the patio. It overlooks the beach area. That's more of a secluded beach area, so. And then we got the manager's office in the back. I thought this divider was kind of cool. It's got like little knickknacks at the top, bookshelf and fencing. Very different than your standard slab of wall. And then we got the indoor pool here. fill that in with water. You can tell how old this hotel's been made, or how long ago this hotel's been made. So then, just to show you a room, we got this one, and then this one. It's got a nice view too. And then on the other side is a bigger room. Let me try to get in there. Yeah, so this one has a view of the canyon, and then going outside, we'll go into the grand house. I'm gonna have to pause the video. My sister just got home. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So my sister doesn't live with us, so whenever she comes over, it's kind of like a little celebration. It's like 9 o'clock right now, I think. Yeah, it is. And so whenever she comes over, it's like a big celebration because she doesn't visit us much, even though she lives like a block away, and it's kind of like ironic. My expectation would have been that we'd see her more often, but apparently not. But do I care? I don't know. So this house just takes the various techniques you saw throughout the town and applies them into one grand mansion house kind of thing. And you saw how it had the front yard, the backyard, and what I really wanted to do was build more of these houses, but given the space, only one house could be built, and it would, if I built a house next door to it, it would have destroyed the Dune Town sign. So here we got the kids' bedroom, or just like the spare bedroom. Yeah, it's got a view of the canyon over there. And then this is the master bedroom, which has a really nice king-size bed, nice view, and also the lights turn off in this house. I think only a few houses, I probably should have showed you, but a few of the houses I've made apply redstone just like this. So it's a very rare technique. Usually I just leave the lights on or keep them off. So this is the nice house, I guess. Honestly, I'm thinking I should have built this somewhere else, but whatever. I think it's a nice ranch style house. Oh, and I also wanted to note that the front yard, the fountain, and the walkway are supposed to resemble a Pokeball, with the top being red and the bottom being like technically supposed to be white. But here's your Dune Town. And now we're just gonna, that was most of Dune Town, so I'm gonna show you, or at least get us started on going to Manghai, which is the Asian themed city. It was the third place that I built, and in the story of Shawl and Lyrand, Manghai was supposed to be like the intermediary city that people fled to for peace and tranquility, and that's why there's no, like, if you read that sign back there at the entrance of the river, it said no hunting because they don't want, I made it where it's like the residents don't want to damage the surrounding environment or residents of the people. So I'll show you a little map here of the little town. I kind of want to grow this more, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, it'll be a future project. So thanks for watching. I know this video is a little bit longer than usual, but give it a like and subscribe for more Mostosom tours. Peace!